Hello, everyone, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School for our first professional-looking stream of softball. It's their second home game of the season. We brought you the first one with at least a little bit of video, but we were missing some crucial parts of our crew. But this time, we've got all the action coming your way, multiple cameras, and everything you could want. I'm Peter Andrus bringing you the action. Girls are just getting ready to get underway against FDR. I don't have a lineup from FDR, and they're wearing their hoodies, so I can't tell you who they are. I'll try to get you a lineup at some point during the game today. Let you know who is at bat. Denise Moreno on the mound for the Railsplitters here today. She's been working on that windmill pitch. And that's a called ball 4. It's a walk for the leadoff runner. And Denise finds the strike zone on that one. And it's another walk. 2 on for FDR. Fouled back. This is Grace Acevedo in the number 3 position. That is the second walk. I was mistaken before. The last runner got out. And that's strike 1 to Brianna Morales, number 3 on FDR. Runners stole, but it's going to be a walk. Bases loaded now. Moreno gets her to swing on that for a strike. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. play at home is good. The runners try to go on a wild pitch. Denise Moreno makes the play at the plate and gets out of trouble here in the top of the first. 3 runners stranded for FDR, and we move to the bottom of the first. And we're back, bottom of the first inning. Lincoln Railsplitters cheering their team on. That one's going to be outside for a ball to start us off. On the mound is Kayla Figueroa for FDR. That one's outside too. And she's going to make it all the way over to second base. And there's a hit right up the middle. It's going to be good for a run. Railsplitters on the board. And that'll be a stolen base. Ariel Williams going to make her way to first. Swing and a miss. Strike one for Mia Stewart. But Ariel Williams will advance to second. Fouled off down the third base line. And that one's going to bounce off and bring in a run. Lincoln up 2-0. And she wallops that. It's a pop-up just past second base, and they drop it. Ariel Williams will score. And she's going to make her way to second. Nice base running by Mia Stewart. Stepping to the plate is number 8, Jalea Campbell. And not sure exactly what's happening. I think they might have just called the base runner out. Yeah, I think she may have been leading a little bit or maybe distracting. Not sure exactly what the call is, but umps are going to call her out. That's 1 out for the Railsplitters. Base is now clear for Jalea Campbell. This is Valerie Valerdi, number 19. Runner will steal third. And she fouls that one back. And that ball dropped just in play. Valerie didn't know. The ump just pointed like, this is a playable ball. Anytime you want to go. So that'll be 2 outs. And that's a strike to number 24, Tenise Johnson. Catcher for the Lady Railsplitters. And that's going to bring in a run. Looks like Denise might have hurt her knee in getting out of the way on that play. We're just waiting on I'm checking on Denise Johnson, making sure she's okay. Thought it might have been a foot or maybe a knee issue. She is up under her own willpower. She'll walk back to the dugout. Oh, it wasn't Denise that was hurt. It was the base runner. I believe that was Jalea Campbell. Yeah. So we're happy she's okay. Just waiting for the other umpire to be back in position. And that ball inside chases Johnson off the bag. It's a dropped strike 3, and she's going to run and be safe. And this will bring up Denise Moreno, current pitcher. No, it won't. It'll bring up Jayla Williams. And that ball is inside on her. Runner will move to second. Another pitch gets away from the catcher, and that's going to move the runner to third. Jayla fouls that one back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jayla went to make sure it actually got caught. And that should do it for the first inning. I've got Lincoln up 4-0, but I'll double check that with the umps and make sure of it as we move to the top of the second. Stick around here at Abraham Lincoln High School. Top of the second. Denise had a first pitch strike. That one comes in low. And that one's up high. It's way high. And FDR's got a base runner. There's a thrown strike one over the inside corner from Moreno. Runner goes. They won't make the throw. Stolen base at second. Then there's a second walk. 2 on. This is the pitcher for the Cougars, Kayla Figueroa. And that's fouled back. High and inside for another ball. Popped up onto the fence, foul. And it's a ball. Bases are loaded here in the top of the second with no outs. And that'll bring up number 13, Karina Martinez. That one is actually in behind her. The runners hold. 2-1 count to Karina Martinez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Strike 3 called. Moreno gets the first out of the inning all by herself. Moreno delivers. Batter swings. It's a strike. And there's a strikeout. That one's up high, and they're going to walk in a run. And that'll bring up Grace Acevedo. Strike 3 called. Moreno gets out of another bases loaded inning. 1 run scores. Lincoln leads 4-1. We move to the bottom of the second. Denise Moreno leading off. First pitch in there for a strike. That's up high for another ball. Swing and a miss. Couldn't lay off the height. Moreno lays off that one. Full count, 3-2. Moreno wallops it towards second. It's going to be a base hit. They'll play over to second, and she's safe at first. At least I assume she's safe at first. Nobody on the camera managed to pan over and show her. I only have 2 camera people on that one particular camera. I'm sure one of them will show me the first baseman at some point. Yeah, there she is, behind the umpire. There we go. You can see Denise is safe over there and running to second, where she will be safe. Another wild pitch, and now Denise will move her way over to third. That's outside. Denise Moreno running home, and she makes it. DeAndre Smith, better known more affectionately to her teammates as Kiri, wanted to run from first, but it's a walk. She should be staying there. But Lincoln got another one on the board. 5-1. Now Kiri can steal, and she does. Swing and a miss, but the ball gets away. It will advance the runner over to third. I swear she's over there. There she is. Ooh, she could have laid off that, but she wants that hit. She wallops that one foul. She doesn't want to walk. That one's way up high. Kiri coming in. Will be safe at home. Railsplitters put number 6 on the board. That one goes in behind Destiny Holmes. She's going to get a walk. And she steals her way to second. That one in behind for a ball to Ariel Williams. And as expected, Holmes steals third. Ariel Williams steps in again, and now she asks for time. Nope, she's asked for time twice already. She doesn't get it again. Swing and a miss. And that's in on the ground behind her. That bounces in front of the plate. Ball 4. Runners on first and third now. Mia Stewart digs in, swing and a miss, strike 1. Ariel Williams will still steal second. Stewart had an RBI double back in the first inning. And she wallops that into deep left field. Runners will come in. Destiny Holmes steps on the plate. Ariel Williams is coming in. They're going to send Stewart. She's got an in-the-park home run. Put 3 up for the Railsplitters. Clear the bases. 9-1 the score. Great inning for the Railsplitters. This should bring up Jalea Campbell. She walked her first at bat. And we'll get a pitching change here from FDR. They're going to put someone new on the mound. That'll end the outing for Kayla Figueroa. Had an okay first, but now struggled in the second. Not sure who the new pitcher is. She doesn't have the number on the back of her sweatshirt. All right, warming up and pitching is number 1, Sofia Rioja. She will take over for FDR's pitching duties here in the bottom of the second. All right, and once again, this should be number 8, Jalea Campbell for the Railsplitters. I'm assuming from the cheers. I actually don't know. She doesn't have a number on her hoodie either. I am pretty sure the crowd is literally yelling the name Jalea, but who knows? Maybe there's another Jalea on the team that I don't know about. That one comes inside, chases her off for a ball. Catching for the FDR Cougars is Brianna Morales, number 3. That one goes behind Jalea. And I think that was a called strike on the inside corner. I tell you, that windmill pitch is more difficult than it looks. Matter of fact, Sofia Rioja on the mound there as she walks Jalea Campbell. She has this release that actually makes it a little hard to see the ball at the moment that it comes out. Could make the hittable pitches much harder for the Railsplitters to see. Valerie Valerdi on the mount, at the bat now. Valerdi got out in the first inning with a ball that dropped right in front of home plate, and I think she just assumed it went foul. And so did both the pitcher and the catcher, because they came and picked it up and nothing had happened yet. Runner goes as the ball gets away. That one goes behind her, and the runner will go to third. Valerie Valerdi is going to take that one on the back. Runners on first and third now. First hit by pitch of the game. That should bring up Lincoln's catcher, number 24, Denise Johnson. Ball up high. And that one's going to get away. Runner will steal at second, but they stay home. Stay on third. In at Johnson's feet, she hops over it. believe it's a full count, 3-2 to Denise Johnson. The pitch inside, bases loaded on the walk. That'll bring up the number 8 batter on the Railsplitters, number 10 in your playbooks, Jayla Williams. That one will be a ball behind her. Ball 1. And there's a hit into right field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3 runs will score. It's a bases clearing 3-run double. Lincoln leads 12-1. And that brings up Denise Moreno. It's her second at-bat of the inning. She led off with a single to start it. Jayla moves to third. Jayla Williams stays on third despite the wild pitch. Williams has some speed, but not enough that she wants to test any but the most certain wild pitch. So she is going to wait for her moment. Full count to Denise Moreno. Denise will foul that one back to stay alive. And that one's down on the ground. Moreno will take her base. Runners on the corners. That brings up top of the order, Kiri Smith. Up high for ball 1. And that one's going to get away. Denise will take second. That one way outside. Catcher just making an adjustment on her pads. And she hits it right to the third baseman, but it bounces off her glove. 2 runs will score. Curie rounding second. She's going for third. Nope, she'll back up. She's going to stay at second. Lincoln up 14-1 on the 2 RBI double for Curie Smith. Brings out Destiny Holmes. Curie will run to third. They'll make the throw, but no play made. It might be the first time they did try to make the pickoff at third, so it's a nice development. That one in behind her. Curie runs halfway down before turning around and deciding to run back. Coach Gina telling her, yeah, either go or don't. Destiny gets a walk. Runners on the corners again. Ariel Williams back at the plate. She's had 2 walks today. Takes ball 1 as Holmes takes second. In on her hands, Williams pops that up foul. Williams hits it back at the pitcher. Curie will make it home. Holmes will stay at third. Runners on first and third on the single. The ball hit the pitcher in the knee. She appears to be okay. Ball came right back at her and hit her in the inside of the knee. That's a painful spot to take one. So they'll give her a chance to check it out, make sure she's all right. Probably the coldest day we've had for a softball game in recent memory. Somewhere around 44, 45 degrees with a real feel of about 37. And in a show of faith, a few players from the Lincoln softball team have run off to go to the bathroom, including pitcher Denise Moreno. So she has a lot of faith in her team not to get 3 outs in the time it's going to take her to run to the field house and back. First pitch to Mia Stewart, fouled off. That one's outside. Holmes thinks about it, but she stays. And that one's going to hit Stewart. She'll walk the bases loaded. And that brings up Jalea Campbell. Who faces bases loaded, no outs. There's a strike. The ball will get away, and a run will score as they steal around. 16-1, runners on second and third. And another one. Williams comes in. She is safe. 17-1. And it was a dropped strike 3. They do make the out, but in making the out, in comes Mia Stewart. 18-1, but 1 out. Valerie Velarde. The home plate umpire has stepped away. Maybe he made a run to the bathroom too. That one gets hit towards the shortstop. They pick it up. They make the throw. It's not in time. Valerdi is safe on first. She will not take the second base from the overthrow. Valerdi has herself a single, her first hit of the game. Railsplitters have one on and one out. 18-1 at the bottom of the second. Catcher Denise Johnson comes up for the second time this inning. It's in at her hands, and Valerdi will steal second. And that ball is going to get away from the catcher again, and Valerdi will steal her way to third. Denise Johnson steps in again. And that's up high. Nice job by the catcher to reel that one in. It's ball 4. But if Morales hadn't been as quick as she was at catcher, that could have been another run in with Valerdi at third. Jayla Williams now steps in. First pitch is outside, and here comes that run. Valerdi safe at first. Williams safe at home, and Williams safe at second. Sorry, Johnson safe at second. She's the one that stole over there. That'll get in behind her. Denise Johnson will steal third. Jayla hits that one over to second. They drop it, but they do pick it up. Jayla had slowed down. If she had run it out, she might have been safe, but she is out. But a run scores. Base is clear. Lincoln leads 20-1, and there are now 2 outs. And coming up for the third time in this inning, Denise Moreno steps to the plate. She has a single and a walk this inning. Up high around her eye line. And Denise picks up a walk. Runner on first. Kiri Smith steps in. Denise will steal second. Denise will steal third. Kiri steps in. Way outside. Denise Moreno thinks about it. Skips back. She has her arms crossed out there. She looks cold. Way up high. Denise stays. And it's a walk now. Runners on first and third. That will bring up Destiny Holmes. She's walked twice this inning. Had an RBI single back in the first. And she wallops that into left. And the left fielder dropped it. Denise Moreno will score. Kiri stays at second. Runners on first and second. Lincoln leads 21-1. Ariel Williams steps to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. And she wallops it into shallow center. 1 run will score. Runners on first and second off the RBI single from Ariel Williams. Her first hit of the game. She had 3 walks prior. And that'll bring up Mia Stewart. Stewart had an RBI double back in the first. Runners go. Destiny Holmes will be safe at first. Ariel Williams safe at second. Safe at third, rather, and safe at second. Mia Stewart had an RBI double and a 3-run homer after that. Destiny Holmes will steal home. Ariel Williams safe at third. Lincoln leads 23-1. I don't know what the call was, but a third out was given. That'll end the second. It's 23-1. We'll be right back. All right, coming back in, top of the third inning. Lincoln took an intentional out at the end of that last inning. There is a 2-hour time limit to the games, but you got to play 3 innings for the game to count. So Lincoln and FDR just trying to get their 3 innings in right now. Catcher Brianna Morales at the bat. Denise Moreno delivers. Swing and a miss for a strike. That one inside chases Morales off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 away. Top of the third. And this is Sofia Rioja. Swing and a miss. Yep, that was strike 3. Sophia wasn't sure, but the umpire tells her. 2 outs. There's a nice strike from Moreno. That one comes inside. Up high, that should be ball 4. Base runner on first. Runner goes to second. Nice looking strike from Moreno. She puts it in play down the first base line, but rolls right to the first baseman for the third out of the inning. And I think that's going to end the game. Looking to see if they line up. Yeah, there's no radio here that's going to play start spreading the news, but that is going to do it. After just 3 innings, not 4, our graphic got a little excited. After just 2.5, really, 3 innings, final score 23-1. Railsplitters take this one. Nice game. Thank you to FDR for coming out. Thank you to my wonderful crew. Got lots of people here with me today. Thanks, everybody. Lovely to have you. And as always, thank you to my wonderful wife for supporting my media habits. We will see you next time. We've got baseball coming up tomorrow. Softball again on Friday. All that's weather permitting. I've seen some little rain clouds on my weather app, but you never know until the day happens. So stay tuned to Lincoln Media. You'll see when the games go up. You'll see when they're postponed. We will see you next time.